And welcome back to the programme. We're with Rob and Derek. They're going to be with us for the next 10 minutes before the news at 11 o'clock. And let's talk about the World Cup. So, exciting?
Yeah. For me, absolutely. I think
bit of a sticky start last night, but great the guy scored for South Africa. Chabalala. Scored for South Africa.
Chabalala. Oh, morning, I'm missing Chabalala.
Yeah. But it's going to be brilliant. It's just wall-to-wall footy, innit? You can't go wrong. Everybody, the whole world's gone mad, innit? Three as well today.
3 today, isn't it?
Three, England, USA as well. John, I want to know, do you think, I'd be interested to know if the viewers or the punters or the radio listeners out there, you see, me and Derek, we're open to do a football phone-in. We want to do a football phone-in. Everywhere we go, people go, why is not a football phone-in in Dubai? And I'd be interested to know if anybody, and we've offered our services, and
we should have been on tomorrow morning.
We was going to start tomorrow morning, but something's gone wrong. We've been canned. All last night they're going, are you on the radio? You're starting on the radio, and I go, well, I don't know. Well, come on, John, you're the radio expert. What do you know?
Well, I mean, I think...
People phone in? Would people phone in?
Well, we get lunatics, as we've just heard, phoning in quite a lot, actually, and sometimes people with slightly ill-formed views. And what we really need is a system here with a kind of telephone producer who's taking the calls, screening them, and then sending them through to you through your
See, I worked on TalkSport, which is the national sort of speech station in England. I worked on for 5 years and did various shows. And once again, rather like Sky Sports, TalkSport stumbled on a formula which has become incredibly successful, which is basically a phone-in, wall-to-wall phone-in. Obviously, they have interviews and what have you, and different input. But, I mean, people want to have a moan about the World Cup, or like today, I mean, or, you know, the thing's gone off, or what a great goal that was, or why are you saying that Celtic are better than Rangers, you know, blah, blah, blah.
I want to know who people are supporting.
Exactly, well, things like that.
Yeah. I tell you, one of the problems, and we're frequently accused of this, is the Britishness of the voice of this station. And, you know, so we sometimes
particularly
get
the sports
people,
update.
Well, yeah, and you know, because people think that we present a view of the world which is very British-centric, and we have to be very careful about that.
At the same time as well, you were talking as well about the local football. Where did you allowed to moan about, you know, that Hickersberg has been sacked, and you know, it's not just an English football phone-in. We're talking about the World Cup, aren't we?
Absolutely.
And so it's that's what I'd be interested. I mean, the most successful thing we did on Showtime was a thing called Goals on Monday. And one of the proudest things as well is, and with due respect to our Arabic counterparts who are next door, I used to do a phone-in show on Sky Sports. You get people from Yeovil and whatever phoning. We had so many people from Riyadh, from Kuwait, Egypt. We're not supposed to go to these, but we'd have Nigerians phoning in, people from, and it was
incredible.
It wasn't.
Incredible.
You talk about the British thing. It wasn't the British view. It was the Middle Eastern view, which we going back to Abu Dhabi before. You cannot believe, and we have regular correspondence from across. What is it? 23 countries across the Middle East. So that, although we were doing a British show with British people, or you could say, it certainly wasn't exclusive. It was inclusive, very much so.
No, but it's just to kind of flag this, because it is an issue, and, you know, every single show I've done, we will get at least 1 or 2 texts of people saying it just is too Brit-centric. Now, my answer to that is that actually, even on this network, there are 5 other stations that are broadcasting in other languages, so if you don't like the kind of British-centric
John, I go back to this again.
Go to another station.
John, I go back to this again. Football's a world game. It's not a British game. I mean, you look how many foreign players are
in English Premier League.
In the Premier League. And we're talking about, you know, we're not talking about. I'm sure we talk about England. There's no doubt we will. And like last night, for example, we talked about Spain, but it's England because it was primarily a British audience. But World Cup. It's not. It's not means that you got to be British to listen to it, is it? Or
no. I agree with you, but it's just to flag this thought. If you take our huge Indian community, for example, here, and I'm talking about the community we serve, they're probably a lot more interested in cricket, quite honestly.
We do the cricket. I love the cricket. My boy, I've got to say, is he's a mad cricketer, George, and
6'8".
6'8". Yeah, he's in a grow bag. I've got to say, Colin Wells, who's the coach of the UAE, and then his assistant coach Hyder has been coaching my son the last few weeks, and Hyder, big thanks to you, mate. You've done great with him.
Right.
It's great, this radio. You can say anything you want. If my wife's listening, can you go out? We need a couple of pints of milk and a couple of loaves of bread.
Yes, well, we often use this medium as a means of getting pints of milk and loaves of bread. So the future, what's it going to bring for you guys, seriously? What would you really love to do, apart from doing a show on this station?
We'd love to do TV
perhaps?
again. The immediate future is obviously the Maidan, doing our event over the World Cup period. That's the main thing. Now we have to concentrate and focus on that. After that, we were hoping to do a radio show, chat show, or the contact list we have got, English Premier League managers, players, etc. Do that, and you never know. So maybe hopefully some kind of TV thing will come round. This can be an unusual place to buy, as we all know. And the day before you come on, we need your help. Hopefully something like that will happen.
Yeah. And if Abu Dhabi came calling, would you be willing to go and help them out?
Certainly would.
Yep. Absolutely. We just want to work. I mean, like everyone else, we want to work. We want to be on there. We love what we do. I think we have got a good. I think we've done well. We've got a good reputation over the last 3 years. I think the guys, not just Rob and I, our team are great guys. We've gone very well. We've got all the same understanding of football, and it would just be nice to go and do it somewhere else. Abu Dhabi would be perfect.
Now, what games should we be looking out for at the World Cup?
England, USA.
Okay, that's tonight.
Tonight is an absolute stick on, as they say, but there's some fantastic Brazil, Portugal. Honestly, I mean, I'm just a football anorak, so I would watch anybody against anybody if it's in the World Cup.
It's just a feast of football.
Feast of
football.
Brilliant.
You just want to watch it.
You want to see a team that you don't know much about and see, hang on, he's good, or a player.
You go,
excited. Look, and there's always a new trick that somebody will do in the World Cup.
New pair of boots.
New pair of boots. Yeah.
So who's your tip and who's your dark horse?
Spain. It's Spain's to lose. If there's any right, I think Spain are the best team in the world.
Spain and Argentina have the best
Spain and
squads,
Argentina, I would think, but I think they might be one of the African nations' home soil. Cameroon, perhaps one of the guys, because they're on their home soil. The backing, the fans might just surprise us.
I tell you what, Mexico didn't look phazed yesterday, did they?
Good team. They battered England the other day and lost, didn't they?
Yeah.
I quite, as an outsider, I quite fancied them, but like France. I mean, you say,
half-time.
I mean, how can he must be the worst coach in the world, mustn't he? How can he make that team of players?
I mean, Laurent
look
Blanc's
that bad?
popular anyway, but Laurent Blanc apparently is so popular now because they already know that he's replacing Dominic. So, I mean, it's like, they can't wait for him to take over.
We were just driving up here, John, and Mike, we were just driving up and we're saying, why doesn't they just say, right, you've got Thierry Henry, the best player, one of the best in the world, Ribery's there as well, on you go, boys, go and play, no tactics, go on you go.
How can you make that team of players look as bad as he does, Dominic? Frightening. It's a skill in itself, isn't it? Unbelievable.
And tell me about Harry Redknapp, because he's an exceptional manager, isn't he?
He's done brilliantly.
What is it? I mean, is it skill? Is it luck? Is it a combination?
Experience. Great personality, understands footballers. Ask any footballer who works for him, makes them feel $1 billion, as they say.
Future England manager?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he should have possibly been England manager a while ago, shouldn't
Absolutely.
he? And it's a typically going back to the British thing that it's like I think David Moyes is in Dubai at the moment. I mean, what a manager he is! And
he's the Everton manager. Right?
Everton manager, but it's like Rafa Benitez gets a job at Inter Milan. How's David Moyes not got the job at Real Madrid? I mean, he's absolutely astonishing manager.
He's done great at Everton.
Now, what about Alex Ferguson? Because is he going to retire soon? And is Jose Mourinho going to come and get that job, you reckon?
Well, he's just got the Real Madrid job, Jose. So he's I think he's just going around the world picking off the best jobs, ticking them off one by one. You'd think it is a marriage made in heaven, but
because he loved working in England, didn't he? And his kids were very settled.
He loved the league as well. I think overall, I think he's after Real Madrid, you would think about Manchester United. Alex Ferguson amazes me. His drive, his enthusiasm, which is a reflection of his team. What a wonderful man!
What a man!
His background, his upbringing from Govan in Glasgow. We all know that, and I think it's the players. I mean, the players he's brought through, and he does it year in year out. His drive is quite incredible.
How many years?
Same age as my dad.
It's about 1989, is it?
It was 86.
86, was it?
24 years.
It was in his 25th.
Remarkable.
And of course, he was given time to succeed, wasn't he? Whereas these days, I was reading that the average tenure of a Premier League or a league manager across all the leagues was just about 15 or 16.
Good job, though, isn't it? Because if you can get what they used to say, if you can get 3 good sackings, you're rocking for the rest of your life, aren't you? These managers. It's like Rafa, isn't it? Imagine, 2 years, get good dough, get a good payoff, get another job, get another good payoff, and the third job, people are beginning to question you a little bit. It's not bad, is it?
Because he would have got multi-millions from Liverpool, I guess.
I think it's 3 or 4 million payoff,
£1 and then a sign-on bonus or a golden handshake for Inter.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Good on him, by the way. Big Rafa. Well done to him.
And players to watch out for next season in the Premier League, younger players. Like Theo Walcott, was that a surprise that he didn't go with the squad?
Not for me, no. I think he's so on Arsenal, like, technically he's not great, he's very quick. And I wouldn't have taken him. I don't think he's played enough football this year. His delivery when he gets into being technical with football, when he gets into the final area, the final third of the pitch, he doesn't produce enough for me.
Right.
And I think it was right to let him. I think Adam Johnson at Man City, who signed, who's Sean when he signed, I think he'll be a real star.
Adam Johnson.
Yeah, as a young boy.
Are you going to come down and see us at the Maidan, John?
Yeah.
Come on.
You go.
Yeah, can I come down tonight?
Come down tonight. There's tickets still available at the Maidan, robinderrick.com. It was a great night last night.
Yeah.
You've just convinced us.
Honestly, top night. We were surprised. Typical of us, we rocked up. It was the first time we'd been there. Everybody's been working for ages on it.
Because I want to come down.
It was terrific.
I want to come down and see if you still do that little thing that you used to do on the television at the very end of every presentation. You used to do that.
Down the desk.
Because we used to talk about that endlessly. Why does Rob McCaffrey do that?
I don't know if it's superstition. I think it was the...
Were you swatting a fly?
No, it was the great man Letterman, wasn't it? Letterman used to always, didn't he? He'd sort of sit there with his notes and bang the desk. And I don't know, it started off and it just became... It annoys the life out of people. And they just go, why'd you do that? I go, I don't know, but it's annoying you, I'm pleased. Who cares?
Well, we loved it. And thank you very much, guys, for coming in this morning. You're at Maidan tonight and for another 10 nights, including tonight.
Including tonight.
And, well, you've got the robinderrick.com thing.
robinderrick.com, we're here at 11 nights at the Maidan.
Okay, thanks very much, guys. And the time is just come out to 11 o'clock. Come out to 11 o'clock. Come out to 11 o'clock. Come out to